Hey, what's up guys? This is Byron here, and welcome to another movie review, or should I call it another episode of Byron's Bios. Now, I bet you all love Pixar, and apparently our focus is on another Pixar movie in this vid. Also, this is not another best Pixar movie that I'm going to review, but what we will be looking into today is a spin-off movie from one of the franchises that we know and love, and it focuses on Buzz Lightyear's origin story, and that is Lightyear. Now, the plot is where we get Buzz Lightyear, who is not voiced by Tim Allen, but rather voiced by Chris Evans, who we all know is a space ranger that travels through the Lightyear, and he and his other teammates, Izzy and a robotic cat named Socks, go on this mission to escape the evil Zurg and his robot army. Honestly, there was so much going on in the movie, but I don't fully remember everything that happened besides what I somewhat remember the first half and what I somewhat remember from the second half. So I won't be getting into every single detail. I'm just going to leave this plot completely summarized. So I did see this movie in theaters with my dad when it was released, and it wasn't as bad as I thought it would be. However, we do need to point out a few things. What I will criticize is one thing: the casting. Now, don't get me wrong, the voice actors in the film did good as they should be, but the only thing that still baffles everyone to this day, including myself, is the fact that they had Chris Evans voicing Buzz, not Tim Allen. Even Tim Allen did not like the decision that Disney made at all, to not give Tim Allen himself a chance. That move is the reason people became uninterested in the movie, and I thought everything else was fine though. I mean, hey, at least we got to see some good characters like Buzz Lightyear himself and the Emperor Zurg, who is actually, spoiler alert, Buzz's dad. Which, that reminds me of Darth Vader revealing that he is Luke Skywalker's father in the 5th episode of Star Wars. It sucks that the rest of the characters in the Lightyear family did not appear in this film. Those cute aliens from the Toy Story franchise would go, ooh, you know what I mean? Or even the guys from the anime series Buzz Lightyear Star Command. I mean, I get it. They wanted new cast members and new characters. Although I thought Socks was kind of annoying, I did not really care for him, even though that he had some comedic moments. I got nothing else to criticize, but the storyline blew me away regardless. I thought that everything that they had in the movie seemed very cinematic while being animated. From the writing to the plot I just talked about to everything that fit the story besides the comedy in the movie. They did a great job with the story, even though that they made it a Star Wars-esque type of movie, but only in the Pixar form. And plus, this movie is actually a movie within a movie in the Toy Story franchise, which is interesting because in the franchise itself, Andy would be obsessed with Buzz Lightyear, particularly the first Toy Story movie. And it's Pixar knew exactly what they were doing, because this movie took them 5.5 years to make. And after watching this film, all I could say is that this goes to show how much of a hard work that Disney and Pixar put in this film. Even the background music was well done, I'm not gonna lie. And finally, let's talk about something that some of y'all might remember. As for others, you might have forgotten it. So, for those of you that don't know, there was indeed a controversial thing that Lightyear did. So you know how there's such thing as this type of relationship known as being gay? And I'm sure some of you know what it is. But in this movie, there was a moment of gay marriage. So do y'all remember Buzz's best friend Alicia, where she was actually in a relationship with Kiko, who is also a female? Yeah, and when one of the trailers or clips dropped, a lot of people, particularly the parents, were pissed about it, saying that anything related to the LGBTQ is not a good thing for kids to be exposed to. While being gay is never a bad thing, that move may not be for kids. But guess what? The fact that everybody has to understand is that a lot of Disney movies are made for both children and adults. And they put a lot of humor in it, and also some adult references as well. And that's not always controversial. It's here's the thing. If you don't like to see gay marriage referenced in a movie, then don't watch it. It's that simple. And if you're going against a company that is only trying to show references from our real world, then I'm sorry to say this, but you're a Karen, a Carl, a Bob, or a Chad. And hell, there's even an episode of Arthur where Miss Rapper revealed that he's gay. Sure, it got a bit of backlash because of them soccer moms, but this isn't the first time we see this. And one time when I went out to dinner with my paternal fam, this was about a week or a month before the movie got released to theaters, and I was telling one of my family members about Lightyear and that controversy that they have in the film, and right when we were talking, she told me to shush. She was like, shh. I asked her why, and she told me that I should not cause a problem because people are very sensitive. And I could definitely see what she was talking about. Although, hear me out, but I was not trying to cause an issue. even though we were in public, but still, back to the topic. In fact, this gay marriage movement that should have never been controversial in the first place goes to show how sensitive that people really are, especially to those that are religious and Catholic, no offense to them. I never had a problem with that gay marriage involving two women being together, but with everyone else, that's their problem. At the end of the day, I thought this movie was still good, regardless of what other people thought it was. My dad thought it was just a kid's movie, and only a kid's movie. I mean, this movie can be for kids, but like it can be for adults too, because of the nostalgia. Overall, with everything being said, this is why I give Lightyear a 3 out of 5. I mean, it was honestly okay, while still being good for what it is. It didn't meet a lot of people's expectations, especially when it came out, though at the same time, this was a perfect movie for a theatrical release. In fact, this was the first Pixar movie since Onward to be released in theaters, and since COVID. And I knew Lightyear would be the perfect from the start as a new theatrical film, while other films prior to that got strictly moved to Disney+. And one last thing before I sign off, if you have yet seen Lightyear, I don't know if I should recommend it, but like if you want to watch the movie, you can. It's on Disney+, and I think it's on DVD and Blu-ray. So pretty much I can't wait for Toy Story 5 to come sooner, and I might do a review on Toy Story 4 eventually. So that's it, guys. Thank you so much for watching this movie review and another episode of Byron's Bios. Our next movie review will be a big one, so stay tuned for that. Be sure to like, comment, subscribe, and I will see you later. Until then, this is me, Byron, the multiple interests man, or multiple potentialite, whatever you want to call me, signing off. Peace.